trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Shelton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 49 yards. And the
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Sims. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage?
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They run again with Hunt. And he's got room. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Hunt down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Braid, 27 yards.
Just see these situations present themselves on film, but how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Lynch. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Lynch busting free. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Oh, man, my stomach hurts just watching this team call plays. I've heard of going for it on 4th down in the red zone, but not when you're inside your own red zone. And, boy, somehow they take a chance here, and it pays off.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Prescott from the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but when he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. A toss play to Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
They'll try and run it here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quan Alexander able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Second down, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the tight end's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Mahomes to throw on second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, when you've got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on fourth and short. He's been tough for this defense to handle all game long, and he converts here to keep the drive moving.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now it's Hunt, and for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. They'll toss it out to Sims. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Chris Conte. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 9. 18 yards gives him a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mahomes going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. First down, the run with Lynch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. A little juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that out.
And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame. There, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Let's go! Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And on 2nd and 10 now.